Chapter 2. The Quiet Hours. A few months later, I got moved to third shift, 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Honestly, I liked it. Fewer people, slower nights, just you, your flashlight, and your thoughts. Most of my coworkers found creative ways to nap. Me, I stayed awake. I actually enjoyed patrolling, especially the outside areas. It kept me moving. Shout out to my old supervisor, by the way. Real one. Chill guy. He and I both became dads around the same time. He noticed I liked exterior patrol and asked if I'd take it regularly. I said sure. So I'd hop in the security golf cart, crank up some music, and do my rounds. Except every night, something weird happened. Around 3 a.m., I drove the cart into the parking deck. Standard patrol. But suddenly the cart died. Battery completely out. Which was strange, because it had been fully charged. Even weirder, the steering felt off, like it was pulling itself. Fighting. I tried calling it in. My radio, nothing but static. I could hear them, faintly, but they couldn't hear me. I told myself it's fine. Just some tech glitch. Those don't mess with batteries. But that wasn't the last time it happened. Every time I went into the deck around 3 a.m., the cart would die. The radio would act up. Always. Chapter 3. 3:15 a.m. It was late March, around 3:15 a.m., when things got really strange. That night, it had just rained. You could smell the wet pavement, that cold metallic scent that hangs in the air after a storm. The parking deck was covered in fog, not mist, fog, thick enough that you could barely see a few feet ahead. I remember thinking, well, this looks straight out of a horror movie. So I cranked up my music, tried to ignore the feeling that something wasn't right. The hospital campus was dead quiet, except for the hum of the lights and the whirl of my both tires on the concrete. But then I saw movement, just a blur, in my rearview mirror. At first, I didn't think much of it. Staff walked that deck sometimes to get steps in, clear their head. I figured it was one of them. But the weird part, this figure, whoever it was, kept up with me. No matter how much I sped up or slowed down, they stayed the same distance away. Then the cart started to sputter. My music cut out, the radio hissed, and the lights above me started flickering, one by one. Like something out of a bad horror flick. I stopped the car, tried the ignition again, dead. I picked up the radio.
305 to dispatch. Be advised. I think I'm having issues with
Static. Just static. Then I heard it. Footsteps. Slow, deliberate, coming from behind me. I turned around. Nothing. I looked in the mirror again, and there it was. A shadow, faint, standing under a flickering light. I called out.
hey, you can't be up there after hours.
No response. The figure didn't move. So I started walking toward it, flashlight shaking just a little. The closer I got, the more wrong everything felt. Like the air itself got heavier. I blinked, and it was gone. I scanned the area, shining my light. Nothing. No footsteps, no door creaks, no sound at all. I told myself it's just my imagination. That I've been watching too many ghost videos online. But when I turned to head back, the flashlight caught something on the wall. Faint streaks, dark and uneven. It looked like someone had dragged their hands across the concrete. At that point, I decided I was done playing Ghost Hunter. I turned and kept walking the patrol route, kept my eyes straight ahead. The weird part, my radio suddenly hummed. A voice, faint, almost like a whisper. Just one word, stop. I froze. My heart dropped. I turned around. Nothing there. I started walking faster, and that's when I noticed something that made my stomach twist. My radio wasn't even on. Chapter 4. The Shadow on the Deck. By the time I made it to the top floor, it was 3:40 a.m. I know because I had to log every patrol stop time. And I remember thinking, just 20 more minutes until post change. I sat down on a bench near the edge, scrolling through my phone, pretending like nothing would have just happened. But even then, I could feel it. That crawling sensation, like eyes on the back of your neck. You ever feel watched, but you can't explain why? That's what I felt like, only heavier, colder. Then I heard something running. Heavy footsteps. From the other side of the deck, someone was sprinting straight towards me. I jumped, heart racing, shining my light down the lane, and I saw it, a figure, shadowy, running full speed at me. I didn't want to find out who or what it was. I bolted for the stairwell. My boots echoed like gunshots. I hit the door, slammed it behind me, took the stairs 2 at a time. All the while, my radio in my hand started hissing again. The same static whisper. By the time I reached ground level, I couldn't breathe. My lungs were on fire. I bent over, trying to catch my breath, and that's when I saw it, right there, on the ground, near the ramp, a red stain. Old, faded, but familiar. And before I could even process it, my radio made that same sound again. Only this time, it wasn't static. It was crying, soft, distant, crying. I looked up, and there it was, a dark shape, standing on the very top of the deck, right where that tragedy happened months earlier. I just stood there, watching me. I blinked, and it was gone. I called for backup, but by the time anyone arrived, nothing. No figure, no sound. Just that same empty fog, hanging over everything. I never told anyone. Not because I didn't want to, but because I knew no one would believe me. I left that job not long after, and to this day, every time I drive past that hospital, I can't bring myself to look up at their parking deck. Maybe it was just stress. Maybe it was fatigue. Or maybe that place remembers what happened that morning. I don't know if what I saw that night was real, but if it was, I just hope that spirit found peace. And before I end this, I just want to say something important. If you're someone you know is struggling with mental health, please reach out for help. You're not alone. I was a security guard, and that night changed how I see everything. Because some places hold memories, and some memories never really leave.